Hi guys, I was planning to do some uh, reading on how to eliminate our subconscious labels or archetypes associated with our past life, and those labels could be even coming from the current lifetimes because of the jobs we choose or the professions we are in currently. And I thought of addressing uh, how to eliminate subconscious labels and how to do childhood regression today. Now, the society fixes you a label on how they see things around you. Sometimes, what the society tags you as is easier for you to refine yourself and come out of your own stereotype or subconscious label that you tag yourself into. Sometimes society is the best recluse because what will happen is they'll help you refine and come out of the label you are in. Suppose you were having a label of a certain archetype associated with you, say that of a teacher or a businessman or an engineer or a student. What happens is when certain planets go retrograde, say for example Mercury, society will come and push you to make you feel angry about what you are doing currently. If you face anger with people around you, then that is the best way of coming out of the subconscious labels that you are tagged into. Because there is a bit of childhood regression or an inner child work that you may have to go through if you want to completely be devoid of any of the subconscious labels or archetypes that you are holding in your past life imprint or your subconscious generally. So what I am saying is you might be seeing the world as something you want to do always, whereas the world will not be able to give you what you always wanted to be. And then the question is you might be feeling a bit angry about what you are now, and that is the best way to self examine yourself and release all these labels. Why I was saying society is the best uh, outlet to refine you from your previous subconscious labels is because when you mix with people, when you try to in, do inclusion, it will bring you abundance instead of sitting alone or aloof. So what happens is when we mix up with people, they will come asking about certain questions about how your career is doing, what are you doing currently, how is your family doing, how is your relationships going on. All those questions will come up when it comes to you trying to do inclusion with other members in the society or in the community. So what happens is then you might be up to a particular thing which you are not. That is how consciousness works. Consciousness is about, it is not about what you do currently, it is about uh, how you are being. There is a difference between the a need driven approach to a being approach. Like there is a uh, pattern of people wanting to do something in order to accomplish something in their lives instead of just being. Now normal in a normal pattern, in a normal life situation, what people does is they run to start doing things in order to have something so that they can be something. That is the normal way of normal approach of doing things. Now what I am trying to uh, reveal you is, instead of trying to instead of doing something in order to have something in your lives, why can't you start being in your life as what you are, and then start doing something in order to have something. That is the difference of approach that might help you uh, doing inclusion with community. It will give you spiritual abundance. It will help you release all your past life subconscious labels also, because you might feel angry about something that you are not. And that is the point, best point, when we understand more about ourselves, and then we go inward and think, what do we really want. Initially you might be a bit angry about what you are not today, and you might not be very much liking what others say about you today. But the next step, next moment, you will be acknowledging that. First thing in childhood regression also is, you should be addressing the situation. By being open to receive what others are telling you, then the point of acknowledging the situation comes in. Okay, now you are not what you wanted to be at some point. Now you are trying to acknowledge that situation, and then you go for the you might be feeling a bit angry about people talking little nonsense about you or bad about you, and you cannot blame the people around you for that, because they are also facing the same situation nowadays. Only thing is that they are showing that openness to let you also know that this is what you are. So the next moment, once you acknowledge the situation, first thing is you address the situation, second thing is you acknowledge the situation, then immediately your anger will go off. Now once your anger goes off, you will start appreciating what you are now, and that is the best way. Even in childhood regression, these are the same steps that we follow, and I was trying to help you uncover your subconscious labels. If we have any tag label or tag associated with our subconscious from our past lives, it will difficult for us to let go of that. Now when we mix up with society, this patterning or programming will go off immediately, because we initially may get angry, but once we acknowledge the situation and appreciate it, appreciating what you are is the best way to come out of it. Then your anger will go away. The next moment, what you try to think is, what do you want really in order to be in this world, the true uh, self, or the best version of what you are. Then you start allowing yourself to be let free from the worldly things or other worldly needs. That is a moment when enlightenment comes into your mind. It will be an easy thing for you to understand what you really. It is more about bringing self-awareness into you, back into you, or more like an enlightenment state. And during this stage, what happens is, we will try to break free from the labels that we have. Once we bring in awareness to the situation of what you are, then instead of running to start doing things in order to have something, we will start being what you are, and then start doing things in order to have certain things achieved in your life. That is the point where, while you are actually manifesting what your consciousness needs. And this is something, this is a very important lesson uh, that will help you not even do the childhood regression, or these are one of the important steps that we do during inner child work to nurture ourselves. And inclusion with others or society or community is the best way to nurture our inner child. And the same steps we can use for uncovering or unlocking the subconscious labels we have from the past. What will happen is, society would have tagged you previously in while you were in your earlier career days or a job that you were in earlier, that you are supposed to achieve these kind of things. You might be waving a certain image that you wanted to be always to others, and what will happen is it might not materialize in the reality sooner because of the situation and the changes in the environment and the frequency of the planet. And that is the best time when we can uncover our own subconscious labels. And if there are past life labels, now the situation has changed, and you should be open to acknowledge what you are. For that, the first thing is you should address the situation. If people or friends, if you are trying to include friends in the community or society, they might be asking you challenging questions as to what you are currently doing, why you are not doing this, why can't you do this, and what happened to your relationship. All kind of questions might come up, and this may be challenging for you to address these questions. But once you address it, the initial anger that comes out of your feeling of not being what you wanted to be will go off immediately when we acknowledge the situation and appreciate it. Appreciating the self is the best way to nurture your inner child. Then you will release that past events. You will be able to forgive them immediately, because that is the best way to do childhood regression. Because in a minute or two, you might be okay letting go these guys, what they don't know anything about what we can do, or something like that. You might be simply easily letting go of these things, because friends might not be meaning any harm while asking serious questions. They might be actually intending to include you in their group, and wanted you also to open your heart to them. So when we have any past life labels associated with ourselves, suppose you have an engineer archetype, you are working under somebody, and you wanted to maintain that label continuously in your subconscious, then these kind of inclusion exercises will help you do a childhood regression. And while I am saying childhood regression, these three steps of addressing the issue, acknowledging it, and appreciating these are the main things that we do in inner child work and childhood regression. Once we appreciate, once we start appreciating the moment when we release the anger and negativity from ourselves, then we come to a point of thinking about why we need to do certain things in order to have certain things for you. Because when you are not that label that you are no longer associated with, then we don't have to do certain things in order to have certain things, in order to achieve certain things. Instead of that, we just need to be someone that we are truly, and to be the best version of ourselves. What is it that we can do on a daily basis in order to have something that will help you nurture our soul. Suppose you want to do soul work, then this is the best time to do soul work. Suppose you want to regress your past life, or you want to do akashic readings, this is the best time to do all those things. Nowadays, people have become more aware of these topics, unlike any other times during the previous centuries, I feel. Because nowadays everyone is aware about the chakras that we have, and the mostly all financial abundance and material related prosperity, everything lies on the chakras. Because if there are blockages in root chakra or sacral or solar plexus chakras, then mostly these are called as masculine chakras. If they are blocked, then you might feel unstable due to these chakra blockages. Once we open those chakras, then we need not worry about anything else, because it's only a feeling or a belief system that the society have programmed us to, that we need to be someone in order to have something in our lives, or in order to be somebody, you need to do certain things in order to have something. Now the concept of that philosophy has changed. Now you start being somebody and do something in order to have something that you really want you to achieve in your life. Now I was listening to one of the videos which talked about the impact of vibrations in the universe. Everything is about frequency and vibrations, and mostly when we open ourselves to a high frequency or a high vibration, and once we open up our chakra system, we have the normal 7 chakra system and the universal 12 chakra system. There are 5 universal chakras above our crown chakra. If we open those 5 chakras above our crown chakra, what will happen is we'll be able to establish the spiritual footprint of what we are into the 3D physical material world. So if we work from the higher chakras and be in a high frequency and vibration, then we'll be able to do past life regression or doing our Akashic records. Now people have come to the enlightenment that Akashic records are vast records of information that contains the history of the earth. What happens is the consciousness of the universe is nothing but these Akashic records that is stored under the astral sun. The collective consciousness is what is represented as the universe. How it is only a matter of consciousness. Now I know that the universe is certain way, it functions a certain way. You also would have heard it from someone else only, and it is only a collective consciousness that the perception of what the universe is really is. It is only a consciousness which has evolved over centuries or several thousands of years. Now, what people are being more and more open to collecting the information from the Akashic records, because Akashic records opens up to a much more bigger and wider perspective of what the Earth's history was, because the Akashic record stores all the information pertaining to what the Earth holds as its records. And once we do a past life regression of ourselves and work under the Akashic ethers to build our tree of life and the um, tree of knowledge, we'll be able to build our flower of life or the Merkaba, which will help us understand what our soul gifts are, and we'll be able to build a book of life for our own livelihood. And with that, we'll be able to do those things that we really want to build during this lifetime by following just our soul purpose. This is what that will come out of the being consciousness of what we are supposed to do when we do the soul retrieval properly of what we are. We only need to spend some hours daily to do the soul work so that the soul can be transmigrated into the correct embodiment of our soul purpose. This transmigration of the soul is the soul work that we need to do in order to do the soul retrieval. What transmigration refers to uh, what we were in our past life and how our soul will look like when it embodies the true purpose. For that, we need to do past life regression for some people. For some people, we just need to collect the soul fragments and assemble the soul parts to integrate it into the proper embodiment of our soul purpose. And everything can be done if we build a book of life based on the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, and we'll be able to activate the soul gifts that we have using the flower of life. This is what we really need to be when we are actually uh, doing our day to day, spending our time on doing our day to day activities. This is what that will come when you are in the being consciousness. If you are not in the being consciousness, you may tend to do certain things in order to have certain things, And what will happen is, in the eventuality of doing certain things to have something, you will run out of time, because you do certain things to have something. But instead of having those things, you will continue doing these things, and you will eventually run out of time. You will get into a matrix loop of 3D programming. So, and you will never be able to be what you are. So instead of doing that, you start being what you are, and then start doing certain things in order to have certain things in your life. And this could be simple things like the soul work that you do, the soul retrieval that you want to do in your life, a past life regression from your by connecting to from your past, by connecting to any of the specific lifetimes that you are interested in. You might be interested in knowing about Akashic records of your past. You might be interested in building a book of life for you to build a livelihood using the flower of life, the Merkaba, which will help you activate your soul gifts. These are the true things that the consciousness or your soul needs to help you evolve you as a better version of yourself in the planet. So we can shift our consciousness to the reality of who we are and what we are supposed to do in this lifetime, instead of focusing on the labels that is associated with our past life, or the stigmatic stereotype, uh, you know archetypes which are coming out from generational patterns. I think I've taken a session earlier about archetypes, and it's high time that we need to come out of these archetypes.